everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Gardening in the Delta. Before we begin, please hit the like and subscribe down at the bottom, and you'll see links to the other channels we have. I have a resale channel called Susie Q Knickknacks. I've got a cooking channel where I cook every weekend called Cooking with Mary Sue. There's a link to my eBay store, and a link to BRO.CLAUDE Reflects. We just started this little channel about a couple weeks ago, just because we love to garden, and we want to share it with everybody. We're not expert gardeners. We're not master gardeners, anything like that. We just learned over the years by trial and error. My husband specializes mostly in the yard. He works on the yard, planting perennials and trees and shrubs. And I do some perennials and pots, but I do a lot of annuals also. So I like to decorate my pots and move them around the porches and here and there. And let's get started. Like I stated in the last video, sometimes I'll find a gorgeous pot and I'll look for a pretty flower to go with it, or I'll find the flower and then try to find a pot to go with it. I wish I found first. I think I found the flower this time, but I wanted a pretty pot with it. And I just thought that yellow would go gorgeous in this blue pot. I'm going to put this up there by the pool because all these shades of blue reminds me of the water. And I think it'll look gorgeous up there on that white table in the sun. And this is what do we have here? A perennial. So this should come back next year. Aren't you glad I got a perennial, Claude?
Finally.
I've got a few perennials, not a lot, but some. This is called Golden Spear Coreopsis. Okay? It needs full sun, so it'll be great up there by the pool. As you can see here, I get a little closer there. It's got lots of new little blooms on it, getting ready to open. That one opened up. And let's see how big it gets. It says it'll get 18 inches high, 18 wide. So it'll be pretty nice. It'll fill all this planter, hopefully, in no time. I'm going to put a little dirt in here first. I got a little scoop in here. I always like to save these little pots and make good, nice little scoops in here. As you can see, this pot does have a little attached plate to it, and it's got two holes inside where the water drains out into the little plate. It's always best if you can use a pot that has some type of drain hole in it, so your plant doesn't drown and get too mushy. I have come across some gorgeous pots that I'd love to get, but I wouldn't because they had no drain hole in them. So I didn't fool with them. I won't put a whole lot yet because this plant has a lot of dirt around it already. There's a whole bunch around it. Okay. This is going to come out pretty easy, I think. And I always save my tag. I like to put the tag in the pot when I get through, so that weeks from now I can remember what it is. I might forget if I don't. Let's see with my spoon here. This might help. See there? Whoa, perfect. It slid right out. You think it needs to be a little higher, Claude?
That looks fine.
Okay, well, let me see. Yeah, it's already loose. We've had a lot of rain the last day and a half. These are sitting out in the drive, so they're kind of wet a little bit, so they're already damp. I like to fill the dirt up almost to the top, pretty close to it. Then I'll give it some water. And I don't always do this, but I'm going to give it some blue water. And you might ask, what is blue water? Well, see, I have 2 jugs of blue water. What that is this Marigold over here. This is regular all-purpose plant food. I'll give this twice a month, usually to the plants that are already established, already in pots. But when I put a new one in a pot, or transplant one, I'll give it a quick start. Just a few drops doesn't hurt, just a little bit. So I'll use a little bit of this after I get this planted. And sometimes my plants don't even need it. If they look like they're healthy and they're doing good, I won't give them any plant food. And sometimes they might look like they might need a little plant food, a little extra nutrients. Okay. Turn it around and get the other side. See if I like I've got a thing for yellow lately. I've been buying a lot of different yellow plants, more than I usually do. I've got some yellow daisies, and this one, like I mentioned on my other video a while back, I'm going to be putting some new pots out on the deck. I've got some of those in the mail. I ordered some from Amazon. They're all here but one. When one more gets here, I'll start planting some. But I've got to find some hostas. I want some different, unusual hostas that I just can't find, like at Lowe's anyway. I'm going to have to go to the nursery and find some. It's supposed to rain some more this afternoon in a few hours, and all tonight and tomorrow, which we can use this rain for now. It's been a little dry last week. I need another bag of dirt, but this one might be just fine. Okay, I like to dust off my pot, don't have it dirty looking when I get through. Okay, the quick start, I'm going to give it just a little bit of the quick start. Since these bottles look alike, I had to label it quick start. The other one just says plant food. And I want my tag off of this, because I like to save my tags here. They do come in handy. I can read them once in a while and get a reminder of how big it's going to be or how much I have to water it. This says like 6 hours of direct sun, which you'll get that by the pool back there. It blooms all summer. And it's hardy to 20 below. So it should come back next year, hopefully. You should see this thing even bigger. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful yellow flower in that blue pot. I just love it. It is so pretty. Okay, we'll move this one over here out of the way. Whew. I am getting dust on me. Ugh. Get dust off my nose. Let me show you this disaster here. This was a gorgeous little pot, and it had an attached plate with it, like this. I had some little seeds in here planted. I was going to try to grow some marigold seeds in this. 2 times, 2 nights. It was all, I had on the front porch to get direct sun, and something got it and pushed it all across the porch and knocked it down the steps. Either a raccoon or a possum or I don't know what. So it's the second time it's gotten damaged. And you know, a few days ago, some critter during the night dug up one of my pots by the pool back there. So what I did the next day, I got some Epsom salt. I put this on top of the soil. I read up online that pests and animals don't like the smell of this. You put it on your plants, it will keep them away. Hopefully it'll keep them away. So hopefully not digging in my plants again. Now I've got 2 more pretty pots here. Let's see the pot first. I got 2 of these. Yeah. Oh, dump the water out. Oh, there goes Miss Kitty. Almost missed her. I thought these were gorgeous. Look at that. A little ivy growing on these. They're beautiful. If you like ivy, that's the best place to have them on a pot. Not on the house. Not on the house. The real stuff is a pain to get out of your yard if you don't like it.
Yeah. I'm still fighting the battle with ivy.
There it goes. Okay, that one's off. Oh, yeah, this one's got some paper on it too. This is a 9-inch pot, ready refill. Okay, drop into a container. What they pictured on here, you can buy a plant that's in a container, and then just drop that container into this. But I'm going to actually plant my plant in this instead. I think this might take just about all this. bag's gone. I've got some more over here I can use. Gonna fill this about halfway full. Maybe not quite halfway, because that plant has a lot of dirt on it already. What I have here is, what do we have here? Perennials again, 2 more perennials. Aren't you happy? This is called Ruby Rock Candy Beard Tongue. This is a pink one. I actually got 2. These pots look alike, so I wanted the same flower in each pot, but just a little different. That's the pink one. And here's the same plant in purple. Now they stayed out the driveway by the garage for a couple of days in the rain, and they were in bloom, but these are dead blooms. Here, I need to pull these off, deadhead these, but it's got a lot more buds. It'll look a lot better once I get it in some fresh dirt. See, I need to pull all these dead blooms off. Most plants you need a deadhead, pull the dead blooms off so that the nutrients will be sucked up into the new growth and not being sucked up by the dead growth, if that makes sense. Would you like to better explain that, Claude?
That's as good as I can do it.
You wouldn't think the dead part would be still trying to get nutrients, but it is. I guess it's trying to resist dying or something. Okay. Want my tag off of here. Come off, come off, come off. Oh, the tags are hard to get off. Okay, we'll see how much more dirt we need. I may have enough. I may have too much already in there. This is kind of a big plant. And if it comes back next year, I'll probably be putting it in a bigger pot. Oh, there it is. Whew. Let's see how big it's going to get. It says it's going to get, only 12 inch high by 24 wide. So it's probably about as high as it's going to get, but it's going to get wider, bigger. And it's hardy to 20 below, and it blooms spring through summer. So actually, I'll start in this pot, but in a month I may have to transplant it to a bigger pot. We'll see how it grows. Loosen up the dirt a little bit. Yeah, it's falling all around good. I tried to center it. That looks pretty good there. Now I'm going to fill it in. I don't think I've had one of these before.
I think you might be too high.
Too high still?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell when I'm up above it like this.
Yeah.
You're down
Put
below.
some of the excess in here for right now.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty, got a lot of soil on top of it with it.
Now let's see what that looks like.
How's that?
Well, right there is where
That's about level with the top of the pot, isn't it?
you need to go down a little bit more.
I think I can, yep. I probably didn't need any dirt in this pot, looks like. It has so much with it already. Didn't realize Didn't realize it was going to be this deep of a plant. Oh, yeah, I can feel it going down more. That's a lot better. Yep. Now,
Raise it up a little bit. See, you've got the bottom of the pot there, and then you put some dirt there.
I'll just squish that around, yeah. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
There, see? Now you got a little bit of dirt for it to sit on top of, so these roots can start growing into that dirt. But see, it came with a lot of dirt attached to it. Okay. There. Yeah, I had a feeling this plant would just about fill this pot up pretty good. And if it grows fast and pretty well, like I said, maybe transplanting it to a bigger pot. But for now, I'm going to try it in this, see how it does. That's why we call our gardening trial and error. Try something for a while. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, try it a different way. Got pretty flowers on this Since it came in both colors, I had to get one of each. They were both so pretty. I couldn't choose between them, the pink or the purple, so hey, let's get both. We'll give them both a new home here. Okay, gonna need some more over here. I hear a little bee buzzing around somewhere, but they usually don't bother me. I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone. Okay. Melanie, if you're watching this, I'm thinking of you right now, and your mom, Kathy. We both used to love to garden. We always talked about what we planted every day and each week, and she told me how her garden was. I told her how mine was going. She also went by the trial and error method, she said. She planted something, and if it didn't work, dig it up, try something else there.
You may need to explain to people who you're talking about.
Kathy was my very, very best friend for over 40 years, and sadly she passed away a few weeks ago, suddenly, from illness. And she loved to garden and paint. She was a beautiful painter.
And who is Melanie?
Oh, Melanie's her daughter, sorry. Oh. I didn't Melanie even know who I'm talking about. Yes, Melanie's her daughter. Okay, that look high enough? That looks pretty good. All right, try to wipe it off, make it look nice. Going to give a little bit of the quick start water. Here it is. Oh, there. That one's inserted. Let me get my sign here. Easy care. 6 hours direct sun. Low watering once established. Bloom spring to summer. And perennial. There. Now we have one more. This one. Ooh, making a mess here. I try not to, but I am. Too bad. Life is messy. You're not making a mess, you're not having fun sometimes. Okay, I won't put much dirt in there because I found out that doesn't need a lot of dirt because it's so big. Oh, this poor little baby needs some tender loving care. Yes, it does. Yeah, there. I want my tag on this one. This is still blue rock candy, beard tongue. Oh, that one said blue rock. This one, ruby rock. Ruby rock and blue rock.
Rock and roll, Ruby.
There. Got my tag off for a minute. Whoops. Pick this up. I'm going to loosen it a little bit. Oh. Whoa. Oh, oh. There it goes. There. How's that one look? Is that okay? What do you think? Think that's low enough? Do you feel it there? Yep, it always measures right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just fill it in now. Hey, Miss Kitty. Hey, Miss Kitty, you heard out here? That's Miss Kitty. She's the star of my new children's book, Awesome Adventures of Miss Kitty and Her Woodland Friends. I had it published a few months ago from Christian Faith Publishing House. It's now available on Amazon, eBay, Barnes & Noble, and iTunes. It's available in ebook or softbook, either one. Personally, I prefer to hold a book rather than reading one. She's always out here helping us when we garden. She likes to chase the frogs and the lizards. Sometimes she'll catch a bird or a field mouse. She caught a few moles. Wish she'd catch more. We have a big problem with moles right now in the yard. And we've been showing that on some of our videos. Claude planted some castor bean trees. And we've used some little rodent smoke bombs. And hopefully that will help. We'll find out. Push down, push down. We'll have to clean this pot off quite a bit. I don't like it messy looking. Okay, now some quick start. I'm not going to worry about giving it much water because we're going to get a lot more rain today. These will get covered with rain pretty soon. I said I need to pull off some of those dead parts. Take my gloves off so I can feel them better. I see a lot of new little buds on here that are going to open soon. I just don't want all these little dead pieces on there. See there, you can see the new buds coming out right there. There's several new ones all over it. Yep. And it just needs some tender loving care and taken care of.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Too much TLC. You know what? I am going to put this in the dirt and just see what happens anyway.
Pull those bottom two leaves off.
Okay, okay. Sometimes it will reroot. I've had luck with that occasionally. Okay. We will see what that little guy does. That's what you call too much love. Have to be careful sometimes. That's why I took my gloves off. Okay. This will pop up a little fresher in a couple of days. Let me get some more sun and dries out a little bit. So that is Blue Rock Candy Perennial. Stick this little tag in there. That's it for today. We're going to call it a wrap. Clean up all this mess here I made, which was fun making it. Just put my plants up there by the pool. I may see if anybody needs a little food around here. Come show right here, down here for a minute. I don't think this one's going to need any plant food. It's doing great. That's New Guinea Impatiens. I love Impatiens, and these are my favorite, New Guinea. The New Guinea Impatiens has a bigger bloom, a bigger leaf, and this is the first time I've tried the variegated type. I didn't know they had variegated type. Got some gorgeous, that coleus?
Coleus,
Yeah, coleus.
yep. Mm-hmm.
And Claude planted this fern in here. We had fern that broke off, and he just stuck it in the dirt, and it's doing great. We still have a mama bird in a hostas over here with her little babies. Usually if I peek over here, she flies out. She's got 5 little babies in there. Let's see if we can... Yep, there she goes. Uh-oh. This kitty just saw her too. Yep, a lot of little babies are okay. They're still there.
Let me see if I can get a picture
Okay.
of it.
She'll be back in a few minutes. Can you see them? Let me move that leaf a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's the eggs in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she put those in there a few weeks ago, and I don't think they've hatched yet, but they will soon. And let's see how
There's the hydrangea you planted last week.
Mm-hmm. It's still doing good. I'm going to put another one on the deck as soon as that pot arrives. That's a pile of stuff that Claude made the other day. He's been clearing out a section back there.
Mm.
That's it, folks. That's it for now. Goodbye. God bless everyone and happy gardening.